Senator Marshall.
Coach, thank you so much, and welcome to our witnesses today. I'm happy to be here to celebrate School Choice Week. I think Coach will appreciate this story. My college track coach told me the first day of track practice, everyone's bragging how great of athletes they were in high school, and he said, "Don't tell me, show me." And I think the Republican Party has shown our support for this school choice. And the Working Family Tax Cuts bill, we have a $1,700 tax credit for scholarships for school choice. We've increased the flexibility with the 529 education funds as well. Those are two examples of Republicans doing what we said we were going to do, putting our money where our mouth is as well. And Coach, I can't agree with more than your philosophy of coaching and teaching. You would think we were raised by the same parents, that we were brothers in so many ways. And I assume this, but I was educated in a public school system. My wife, a public school system. Our kids went to a public school system. They went to public universities, and we were well prepared. And I kind of drug my feet on school choice. I was concerned, how will school choice impact urban America, the inner city? How is it going to impact rural America as well? But I'm afraid our public school system has let us down. The education that my youngest child got versus my old changed. The same school system, they went to the same grade school, the same middle school, the same high school, but it just changed. And I can't say enough thank you to the dedicated teachers and coaches in public school and the teachers and coaches that my kids had. I mean, these are A++ people. I got to deliver their babies. I got to get to know them, coach their kids in Little League. They coached my kids in Little League and then on through varsity sports. So I want the public school system to survive. And Coach, I look forward to you setting an example in Alabama that other states can follow as you break down those barriers, as we try to figure out, I think in middle school at least that kids should be being shown there's great value in the tech skills, that the jobs we have in Kansas right now that are paying more than a four-year degree job would, whether it's in plumbing or electrician and all those types of things. Welding, we have the world champion welder from Southeast Kansas, so I'm going to challenge Coach on that one as well. World champion welder as well. But here we are, and school choice is upon us, and we need it. They need the competition. So, Ms. Scalesi, I guess my first question, I'm still really worried about rural America, that if some of these students are doing school choice, how do the public schools survive? And I'm looking for that win-win opportunity.
Senator, thank you for the question. I think that if we want to really rise to the occasion that we're speaking of, and we want world-class opportunities for our American students, including work-based learning, career technical education, for our rural students as well as for our students in our urban cores, we have to address funding and making sure that the funding is available for our rural districts to potentially come together, form consortiums to offer the world-class career technical education opportunities that they have. Just because a choice comes into a rural community doesn't mean that the rural schools close. It should be a part of that continuum. And if we want to make sure that the opportunities are even for all students, we really do need to evaluate and make sure that the funding opportunities are fair and equal to support students in rural America. Because if you take a school and say, this school's going to offer all career tech, this school's not, you could have all students want to go to the other school with the career tech, but there needs to be a continuum of cooperation when you're bringing something new into those communities. We work in rural communities as well as urban communities, and we've not seen a district shut down as a result of that.
Mr. Kirtley, would you add anything and maybe address it more from the inner city area, if that's some of your expertise? I mean, how would you expect the public school system to respond to the competition from school choice?
Well, I have personal experience, which I'm happy to talk about. It was a long time ago, but I graduated from Fort Lauderdale High School, class of '81. It was an inner city high school, great mix of kids, and I had a great education there. But what I didn't realize was a lot of my teammates didn't graduate, They actually had what are called certificates of completion when they walked across the graduation stage, not a diploma. And when Governor Bush, Jeb Bush, instituted his reforms, when he was elected governor in '99, my high school was labeled an F, a failure. But that wasn't the end of the story. Because of the competition, because of the dedication of the public educators in Broward County, they turned Fort Lauderdale High School into a school of choice. It's now a magnet school. It's a pre-law magnet. And they have a national champion debate team, and they're now an A school, and I'm happy to say they still play football too.
Yeah, it's always the people that make the difference. So my time's expired. Again, thank you. Education is the backbone of America. Education is what allows us all to achieve our American dream. I'm a first-generation college student and got to live my American dream out because of the great teachers and coaches and family that I had helped me with a very generous public education. And we want, share that same goal. We want every student, every child in America to have a great education. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you, Senator Martin.